Few players in NFL history have made jaw-dropping plays look as easy as Michael Vick.
There's this guy, he's like throwing his ball everywhere, and he's just playing so good. We just ran around the corner. I was like, who is it? Who is it?
Touchdown for Ferguson.
Drop it off.
Michael Vick.
I was like, oh, that's just my brother.
The first selection in the 2001 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Vick, quarterback, Virginia Tech.
He's a man who signed a $130 million contract before he threw a pass in the NFL.
When you were at the height of,
he
you went to Green Bay, you won a
there.
playoff game, you were a rock star in America.
You know, almost being like a superhero, you know, in the town that needed a superhero.
You know, music, movies, rappers, entertainment.
Right.
Over the course of his career, Michael Vick has had his face plastered on magazine covers and video games.
I mean, he was getting endorsement. He was getting it. Well, that's not in the playbook, but he should be. Being on the Madden cover was surreal. Me being able to score on the video game at any time from anywhere.
You decided to pull it down and run with it.
He was the Bo Jackson.
Closing in, looking downfield, scrambling.
What's up with it, man? It's your boy ShortMaster214 live, man. And today we got that boy Michael Vick up in here, man. Definitely a GOAT. When it comes to just do it 3 quarterback stuff, Michael Vick is the guy. Do you understand me? Now I'm finna show y'all, we finna look and witness what this man has done in his career. Let's get it.
Because of his unique talent at the quarterback position, and I believe it is the most unique in the league.
Few players in NFL history have made jaw-dropping plays look as easy as Michael Vick.
He's an electrifying football player. He takes your breath away every time he drops back to throw the football because you don't know where he's going to be.
Physical athletic ability like a Jordan or like a Deion Sanders.
During his Atlanta career, Vick has averaged more yards per rush than per pass attempt.
Dual scare for a neighborhood.
Put the burners on that
not
man.
one, but 2 meth investigations on the same street.
I think it was the summer of like 1991, 92. Michael Vick straight out the projects every night.
Business and civic leaders here say the unemployment rate may be as high as 40 to 50%. Police patrolling the area deal with street crime of all sorts.
Drug deals and home invasions.
Police activity invades the Aqueduct apartments.
My dad was having drugs and heavy into the streets.
Even though Michael was focused on football, it was hard to avoid being tempted by the consistent call of the streets. How did you stay away from all that?
I set a goal when I was younger, and my goal was to make it to the NFL.
Welcome to Warwick High School. The
They
launching pad that propelled Michael.
said their unemployment rate was 30 to 40%. That mean that whole community was involved in crime, boy.
Vick to national notoriety as the quarterback for the Virginia Tech Hokies.
There's this guy, he's like throwing his ball everywhere, and he's just playing so good. We just ran around the corner. I was like, who is it? Who is it?
Touchdown for Ferguson.
Drop it off.
Michael Vick.
I was like, oh, that's just my brother. I know him. He does this all the time.
Let's go back to high school.
Michael Vick was a human highlight reel.
He used to run and jump in little league like he do it in the pros. And that used to scare me. I got a weak heart, and I can't have them jumping up in the air trying to jump over 15 to 20 people.
There was a time in high school, me and my coach went back and watched the tape, and he looked at me and said, "You'll play in the National Football League one day."
You know, Michael Vick, man, he was that dude when he was at Virginia Tech. He was a dude we always looked up to.
Michael Vick broke onto the national scene as a quarterback at Virginia Tech. His style, athleticism, and success made him unique in college.
As a seam at the 5 goes airborne.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Yeah, he definitely was a daredevil.
Touchdown Tech. A sensational flip by Vick.
What is the Michael Vick experience?
When you see me running around on the field and dodge a defender.
Vick is in. Touchdown. Up and away.
The hurling over the guys, flipping in the air, that's the experience.
Touchdown! He does it all, folks.
You changed high school and college football.
Yes.
Breaking
80-yard runs.
Here's Vick taking the snap, scrambling, running with the football. Crosses the 50, turning on the Jets.
Like
Look
break
at
on you for
that
80,
speed. He's racing
for 80
all the way
piece,
to the end zone.
an 80-yard run. Oh yeah, he put some burners on you.
Michael Vick sprints for his second
Throwing
touchdown.
those 70, 80-yard bombs as well.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yes, sir. Kind of.
Look at the wiggle. Michael Vick.
Michael Vick. Kind of a splash of elegance and some real athleticism there.
43 years I've been in college coaching. I've never seen a freshman football player better.
As I seen the dirt come up off the ground.
Vick, he hit, loses the football, picks it up.
He changed our program. He changed the university. The whole country was talking about Michael Vick the next day.
Those were offside, and Vick makes the most of it. With the speed, he breaks free. Got an angle.
The whole field.
Virginia Tech, I had never seen them on TV, never seen them in a bowl game. I was saying to myself, this is
imagine if on Madden, bro, they bring back all the greats, bro, and let us play with the greats on Madden, bro. We need that. Y'all need to make that a feature on Madden to where we can play with all the old quarterbacks, receivers, and all that. We need that on Madden.
Opportunity for me to leave a legacy.
I need to put that on the next Madden, no cap.
Number 1 overall draft pick in 2001. How much do you feel like you've grown, just personally, spiritually, from that day you walked across the stage?
With the first selection in the 2001 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Michael Vick, quarterback, Virginia Tech.
He's a man who signed a $130 million contract before he threw a pass in the NFL.
You breaking into the league, setting the NFL on fire.
Coming to the league.
He got 130 M's. I wonder how much he probably got. He probably got like 80 million guaranteed for sure.
Taking a franchise over.
3 wide receivers set on 3rd and 3. Chandler is hit.
Chandler is hurt, which is probably the more important thing.
I wondered if the Atlanta Falcons crashed back then before Vick got there.
He did. He told me I drafted you to be the quarterback that we seen at Virginia Tech.
And yes, Michael Vick debuts with a huddle coming from his own end zone.
Coach told me, listen, use your abilities, do the things that I've seen you do.
The most anticipated debut, perhaps since the days of Joe Namath.
Everybody does well.
Takes off, picks up the first down and more. Down to the 32-yard line of the Dolphins.
The only thing that brought Mike Vick down was Bobby Christian.
Everybody in the locker room, everyone just told me to be myself.
Right.
Don't change your game. Don't change your identity. And I stuck to that, and it really paved the way for a lot of these young guys.
But look at that laser pass. I mean, that ball is on a rope.
Complete, Brian Finneran.
Right to the tight end.
I got the big head. Like I felt like it was nothing that I couldn't do.
Right.
As a quarterback, as a player.
That's
so
one thing I noticed about dual threat quarterbacks. They passing the ball to somebody who they know gonna catch the ball, and that's always gonna be the tight end. The tight end, for some strange reason, he always catch the ball. And I ain't gonna say every tight end good, but most tight ends in the NFL, they pretty good. They gonna catch the ball. Through contact and all that.
Escapes.
Boom! Perfect timing.
With that stutter step on that man.
Looks for the change, and he'll pick up the first down on 4th and 15.
Did you see that? Did you see the speed? Wow.
That's what we got him for. Good shot, Sean.
That was good left hand.
Run the ball. Hey, scramble.
I know he was the number 1 pick of the draft, but how many times has the number 1 pick of the draft not turned out to be everything they've built? He has it all.
The ceiling was extremely high, and I felt like I really needed to take advantage of that.
Towards the corner of the end zone.
He gets away from people in a small area better than anybody I've ever seen. He has just unbelievable control of his body to make people miss who have straight shots at him. It maybe come through complete free.
Stutter step.
Right guy, right city, right time. It was spectacular.
When he rolled, the defense responds to it.
The most important thing for me to improve on, and it was obvious to everybody, was, my accuracy. But at a young age, with the running ability, I just always felt like I didn't have to develop, the passing skill set early.
This is what Michael Vick is capable of doing.
Now understanding that if I'd have took time to do it back then, who knows where, my career would have gone.
Touchdown, Finner! This kid is certainly something special.
There's certain athletes that have, I'll call it, they defy your eye. Like, you see them do things, you're like, rerun that. I want to see that again.
Now, he has unbelievable quickness to combine that with the speed that he has.
When he came in, it was a big deal to have a black quarterback, and the way he played, he played what some people might say a black style. The way
he might have blown the ceiling off what the previous preconceived idea was for success for black quarterbacks. Yeah.
There's no one like Michael Vick. No one like Michael Vick.
He's playing the fastest, scariest guys in the world, and he makes them look like they're standing still.
You just don't see quarterbacks that have that combination of speed, quickness, ability to throw the football.
Vick is the fourth highest rated quarterback in the NFC and is the Falcons' leading rusher.
So many times I've seen him, where somebody has just a complete open shot and they don't touch it.
You were such a star, Michael, that when I saw you, I thought, Michael's not real big. And you ran, Mike, and you took shots.
Vick looks to be shaken up. Yeah.
Can you get Jimmy Rounds teach you how to slide or something? Do something like that? You know what? You're too damn competitive. I know you, man. You want to take that 3-yard run and go 50 with it, and you're going to run over 5 guys.
Learning to run out of bounds instead of staying in bounds and taking those hits.
And it was just one of those weird things that happens when you have that ability to kind of run around that messes you up.
But you got to be careful, man. Those guys, they don't like you out there.
We played Minnesota. In Minnesota.
In Minneapolis for today's meeting between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons.
I think of that 2002 season with Michael Vick, which was really his breakout year, and they're going up against the Vikings. Michael Vick owns that game.
Off the play fake, Vick takes off.
Unbelievable.
First down, still on his feet, inside the 20, down to the 12-yard line.
One of the things that tried to get through to Mike was,
you are here for a reason.
When you don't see anybody open,
you know what? I think I know somebody.
And look at the speed
just like
and the running ability of Michael Vick.
And we're gonna do
everybody else look like they've got
too.
molasses in their shoes.
Make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Stay tuned now.
Touchdown run, and he finishes with 173 yards rushing.
Mike runs into the tunnel, and we just run in the tunnel with him. The game's over.
Is there any doubt as to who will be the most valuable player in the NFL this season?
Michael Vick gets my vote.
Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick surrendered a water bottle to security at Miami International Airport Thursday that smelled like marijuana. Vick was stopped by security, cut left, broke tackle, and was finally brought down after gaining 22 yards.
Known for traveling with a large entourage of friends from Virginia, going on wild spending sprees, not focusing on football.
Tremendous athlete, tremendous talent, very, very gifted guy who relies on his natural ability.
I was lazy, last guy in the building, first guy out. I know that. You got the world in the palm of your hands. You got money. You got women, probably a different woman beside me every other night.
Did you feel untouchable?
Yeah, in a sense, I felt like I was untouchable.
The Falcons come in as the number 6 seed.
Like
they started the season 1-3.
That's what he said.
And they were unbeaten over an 8-game stretch with 7 wins and a
he
tie.
had a different
I remember you were the first quarterback to go up to Green Bay
every night.
Yeah.
Well, there's a runner and a passer, and he's in one body for Atlanta. His name is Michael Vick. Which component of his will be most important tonight? 3rd down and 4 now from the 10-yard line. Great protection for Vick. Swings it over the middle. It's caught for a touchdown by Sean Jefferson. told us yesterday he loved the 49ers, loved Steve Young when he was growing up.
Right, and if there's a
Will
quarterback
for a baby,
that
who's
he
this?
emulator with Steve Young, and he has a lot of the same tools that Steve Young has.
Get off of him.
What they call the old escapability.
He navigated through that.
To the 28-yard line, turns a loss into a big game, and this is the double ultimate weapon here.
Yeah, I mean, he could do all the things that Randall could do, but run a heck of a lot faster. I mean, that's the thing. If you said, who's the fastest player in the whole league, not fastest quarterback, fastest player in the whole league, it's Mike Vick.
You know, only in my first year to be 22 years old to come out and get a win against a tough Green Bay team. You know, I really have to take my hats off to the guys around me and give glory to God, because, you know, that was the key to the whole thing.
I just left there thinking, I mean, this could be the dawn of one of the great quarterbacks we will ever see.
When you were at the height of, you went to
up
Green
Brett
Bay,
Favre out
you
there.
won a playoff game, you were a rock star in America.
You know, almost being like a superhero, you know, in the town that needed a superhero.
You know, music, movies, rappers, entertainment.
Right.
Over the course of his career, Michael Vick has had his face plastered on magazine covers and video games.
I mean, he was getting endorsement. He was getting it.
Well, that's not in the playbook, but he should be. Being on the Madden cover was surreal. Me being able to score on the video game at any time from anywhere.
You decided to pull it down and run with it.
He was the Bo Jackson.
Closing in, looking downfield, scrambling. Keeps it. A lot of room to work with.
The things that I was able to do versus that level of competition was uncanny. The way my body moved and contorted, it was unreal, just phenomenal. It was a blessing from God to have that type of talent.
No quarterback has ever rushed for 1,000 yards in a season. You're getting close. What does that represent to you?
It represents a lot. It represents what I can do for the game. My main goal is to come out and get a win tonight. If I get the rushing yards and I rush 1,000 yards this season, then it happened. If it doesn't, the most important thing is winning.
Lamar Jackson got his working now, though.
The feet are unbelievable. I mean, that Barry Sanders just willed his feet to Michael Vick.
There goes Michael Vick. And Julius Peppers chased him out of bounds to 49. Line of 13. Wow.
Regardless of how well you defend him, he can still kill you.
Vick under pressure. Just runs away from everybody.
And in 2006 became the first quarterback ever to rush for 1,000 yards in a single season.
I can't believe when I was a kid I didn't know about him. I wasn't tuned in like that.
The Falcons faced 4th and goal from the 12-yard line.
Who gets to be the guy to make a play?
They cannot get a first down. It's touchdown or nothing. Vick under pressure, straight up the middle.
Got it. I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, that wouldn't have been no touchdown. That wouldn't have been no touchdown. They would have put him by a Yeah, he probably would have got put by the goal line. Yeah, they had enough time to get him by the goal line. There wouldn't have been no touchdown today. No sir.
We live in a society where there are a whole lot of people that love animals. There are a lot of people who are dog lovers, love dogs more than they love human beings.
Breaking news now in the case of NFL quarterback Michael Vick. He, as you may know, faces federal charges involving dog fighting.
As Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick faces federal dog fighting charges.
He was basically living two lives.
Mr. Vick has agreed now to enter a guilty plea.
I take full responsibility for my actions. for 1 second will I sit right here. Not for 1 second will I sit right here and point the finger, try to blame anybody else for my actions or what I've done.
What was it, 18 months in prison?
Yep.
18 months. And Leavenworth.
Yeah.
Leavenworth.
Bill, how much money did he lose?
Like $100 million. He's broke. He lost 2 years of his career, and he went to Leavenworth.
Vick's admission to dogfighting almost destroyed not only his career but his life.
What else does this guy have to do?
They did all that.
They just want to see him. They want to see a broken man.
Bro, first day I walked into prison
for some dogs.
He slammed that door. I knew.
Look, you know what's crazy? They did all that because he fought a dog, but they be out here involved in human trafficking. They trying to kill regular everyday American citizens. The food not right. We getting ripped off when it comes to our money, but they want to take him to jail for dog fighting, bro. Like, come on, bro. They just being biased.
So if he comes back from that, it's got all that other drama in it.
Yeah, his whole world crumbled.
Many are wondering today why the Philadelphia Eagles went out and signed the most controversial player in the game today, who just also happens to be a former Pro Bowl quarterback.
There was no saying, well, we don't get it. No, we got it. We know what he did.
Now, I'm a Christian. I've made mistakes myself. I believe fervently in second chances. But Michael Vick killed dogs. And I think, personally, he should have been executed for that. He wasn't.
You know, that was the hole I dug for myself.
That's crazy.
You know, I had to crawl up out of it.
Those longtime Michael Vick fans who live in and around Atlanta and attended those games on a regular basis, they should cheer for him. They will cheer for him.
Michael Vick, 6 seasons with the Atlanta Falcons. Led the Falcons to the NFC Championship game following the 2004 season. Led the Eagles out onto the field moments ago and was one of the Eagles' captains who came out for the coin toss.
They still out there to come see that man.
You heard the reaction of Michael Vick in for the first time.
People within the black community are always going to respect Vick and always going to look up to Vick because we knew what Vick was on the football field.
Touchdown, his first of the season.
He took over that city when he was there. He was an icon, and a lot of people still have a great fondness for him.
And now you hear the crowd because they sense that Michael Vick is in the game, and here he is off the plate.
Anywhere I went, it don't matter. The minute I started looking like what people used to seeing.
Yeah. And he'll be able to stay in bounds and take it in for a touchdown.
Slid on him. He slid on him.
Michael Vick, a 76-yard touchdown pass to send 90,000 plus into silence.
Donovan McNabb is headed out of Philadelphia and moving south. The Eagles have traded their longtime quarterback to the Washington Redskins for a pair of draft picks. And with the rise of Kevin Kolb, McNabb was seen as expendable.
I can't wait to see how Kevin Kolb plays here this afternoon. Well, everybody's looking forward to it, including his own teammates. He's waited 3 years for this opportunity.
It's 3rd down and 14. And Kolb's in trouble.
Got him.
It was with Atlanta to get up.
Kevin went down. I was just saying to myself, Kevin, get
And
up.
what a day for Mike Vick. His first start in nearly 4 years. Eagles go on offense, and there is Michael Vick in his first.
Highly publicized story.
He tackled that man so hard, he got CTE, man.
In recent modern athletic history.
Completes to Deshaun Jackson with great speed. 45-yard touchdown pass, Mike Vick.
Actually, he still plays to this day.
2010, that game you had against the Redskins.
They start the offense on the 12-yard line.
First play of the game. You guys love to attack.
First play from about the 12, and there is Vick, as you talked about, John, rolling and launching downfield.
That's just our attitude. You know, we feel like we can get that edge.
Drop it off.
And it is caught by Deshaun Jackson. He's at the 30, at the 20, at the 10.
If you are an individual or an advocate for those individuals who have been incarcerated, coming out of prison and receiving a second chance because they can be better contributors to society, Michael Vick is the epitome of that.
In for the touchdown.
He said there were times in his career he thought he'd never play football again, but now
so he probably Make
New
that
interest.
much
He wants to
money
play
going
7
to
or 8 more years.
No.
In that
He ain't getting
regard,
no 180
he's the
million.
quintessential role model in terms of resurrecting oneself, truly learning from his mistakes, and showing the proper level
Right
of
on the money.
contrition. He's been absolutely phenomenal in that regard.
And Michael Vick has been responsible for 5. Throwing for 3. He hit his first 10 passes on the night, and he's just rushed for his second touchdown.
Once Michael Vick admitted to the dogfighting charges, it easily vaulted him to the most hated athlete in all of America.
I think that it's right to give a guy a second chance.
Touchdown of Vines. Wow. Touchdown pass 4.
Somebody get me his autograph. This guy is on fire.
Without question, Michael Vick is one of the most, if not the most controversial athlete in all of America.
And that should wrap it up. Moss, 9 yards deep, center of the end zone. Manning with a perfect pass. It's been done, but it's almost into the miracle stage.
He did his time like a man, and then he came back and he tried to give back.
Good. Right with the football seller at the 20, at the 15, 10.
Is he gone?
Touchdown.
Is he gone? He didn't know it.
He came back, he did it with class. You know, he did it with
Slow ass
with
tight end. That
respect.
tight end was slow as hell.
That's big, because with a strike that quick, the Eagles' hopes have just been heightened.
I think that's what Andy Reid was on that.
School after inner city school about the horrors and the
Eagles
abuses of dogfighting.
Wiley Cooper has it, but the Eagles recover an onside kick. And the Giants never saw that coming. The Giants were flat-footed. They never saw it coming. If the Eagles can score here, you are going to see the Giants very, very nervous. Vick in the shotgun.
Not a redemptive one they're going to do a movie about. It's a pretty good comeback story for a guy who a lot of people wrote off.
20, 35, 30, 25, 20. Vick at the 10. Dives down at the 6. You better believe there are a lot of nervous stomachs in this stadium right now.
Losing $100 million, going to jail for 2 years. I guess that'll change people a little bit.
Oh my goodness, the Eagles are alive. He's in! He's in! We've got a 1-touchdown game. We have seen our share of miracles in Eagles-Giants game.
So 3 minutes, 1 second left. No timeouts, and here comes Vick.
Came back, was remorseful, and tried to do the right thing.
What a game this has turned into. 1st and 10. Vick in the shotgun.
Vick get it in there.
3 receivers.
Blitz. Vick.
Vick rolling. He's going to run. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Michael Vick has given the Eagles life with 2:41 to go after a 32-yard run. He steps up. He's going to run. He's at the 40, 35, 30. Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. This is something special. It is to Macklin. Macklin sidesteps and runs in for the touchdown. Macklin, corner of the 5, and this place is in a state of shock.
I knew he was going down.
The clock continued to wind, which is good news for the Giants, because the Eagles are out of timeouts.
Mike, I have not seen anything like this. If somehow, some way, the Eagles win this thing, I will tell you right now, this will be the most memorable Eagles game I will have ever broadcast.
No.
He's at the 40.
No.
He's at the 45.
No. No.
I don't care if he's dives, he's running around, and he's in the end zone, and there's no time, and the Eagles win. The Eagles win.
This is Miracle in the Meadowlands #2.
We knew what he was, man. We knew he was going to bring it, and he was going to do whatever he could do to try to help his team get over the top.
Unfortunately for Michael Vick, no matter what kind of a career he has from this point forward, he can win the Super Bowl. I think his obituary will be Michael Vick, who won a Super Bowl, but was also convicted of dog killing. I don't think people are ever going to think about him and then not think about the dogs.
I do believe that everybody's entitled to a second chance.
Yeah, he's gonna own probably every rushing record in the NFL by a quarter.
No question about it.
On the other hand, there are countless people who do and want and need second chances, and America is very forgiving in that instance. I'm glad Michael Vick is on the field. He's playing. He's having one of the best years of his life.
Vick, he fakes it to him, and now here goes Michael Vick, being Michael Vick. Talk about the speed. How much does he have? Vick all the way down to the 27-yard line.
He was exciting and probably didn't scratch the surface of his potential. He talked about not working out, not training, not studying, kind of taking things for granted, the gifts that the Lord had given him.
Bottom line, he did a horrific thing.
Yes, he
did.
did.
He went to jail. He's speaking for the Humane Society, the ASPCA. He's turned his life
That's
around.
the only thing people seem like people focus on nowadays. That's the only thing people focus on nowadays, bro. They don't focus on the good you did. They focus on the bad stuff you did. So what? He went to jail. He did his time and got out, just like everybody else. It's some politicians that need to go to jail. You think they're gonna go to jail for the stuff that they did, the crimes they committed? No.
Inside the 20-yard
everybody can be held accountable for the stuff that they do equally. I don't want to hear about this.
Jason Kraft, and that was a scintillating run by Michael
like a
Vick.
hater, man.
And they go to Doug. Oh, it's a fake.
And I attended a number of those Michael Vick games in that Georgia Dome, and they were events. They were like concert performances. It was people dressed up, women in high heels, men in suits, because it was the place to be.
But there isn't anybody like Michael Vick.
Those people have never been so thrilled and so entertained as they were during those games.
What's going to be written on his tombstone at some point 50, 60, 70 years from today.
I don't see how that's considered a touchdown. You know, people throwing up to me in the comment. How is that considered a touchdown? He didn't put his feet inside of the box.
Brings it home like it should. It's nobody.
So yeah, man, I feel like Michael Vick, man. I ain't really know how great he was until I seen this, but I done heard stories about him. You know, the crazy thing is that what other quarterbacks has Atlanta had since Michael Vick? Like, I just be wondering. Like Matt Ryan, he was all right. Feel me? He was straight. Y'all almost won the Super Bowl that year with the Patriots. Y'all almost won that one, but I don't know, man. Like, I wonder how Atlanta was if the Atlanta Falcons was good before Michael Vick got there, because it looked like y'all wasn't good. It looked like y'all had some good receivers. Y'all had a good offensive line, but y'all didn't have no quarterback. That's what it was. And Michael Vick was y'all best bet. But was he worth $180 million? Me personally, no. He wasn't worth 180. He was probably worth at the most like 130 or $100 million at the most, because he scrambled a lot. He barely threw the ball. I mean, he know how to throw the ball, but I seen him barely throw the ball. Either way it go, he a GOAT when it comes to being a do-it-threat quarterback. Other than that, I feel like he wasn't worth the money that they paid him. And I don't care if he did fight some dogs or whatever. Who cares? Like, yeah, he did. He committed a crime or whatever. Like, don't put that against his name and his legacy because he committed a crime. I'm pretty sure some of the people that say he committed a crime, they probably committed a crime or done ran a red light or something, but they not telling people what they did. So that's what I don't get about it. So what? Quit bringing up people past. He did his time. He got out. Oh, well, who cares? Who cares? But other than that, man, I think Michael Vick was a GOAT, man, when it came to do it 3 quarterbacks. But he got paid too much, bro. And then, you know, he was probably like one of the first black quarterbacks that got put on that pedestal. They got Or like, yeah, we're gonna put you up here. And then, you know, he played for Atlanta. Atlanta is a black city. So you know that when he was in the city, the black kids and the rappers that was down there, the actors that was down there, they probably looking up to him. And then think about it, come on, bro. How many black quarterbacks you know gonna get put on the cereal box, bro? Ain't too many of them. Ain't too many of them. That's why he will forever be one of the best dual threat quarterbacks of all time. No debate. No debate. Man, y'all let me know who I should do a video on next in the comments, man. Y'all let me know, man. Other than that, it's your boy ShortMaster214, man, reporting live, man. And y'all turn up, man. I got some more videos. I'm bust them on top of y'all head. Turn up.